Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, testing 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, Manager Marty. We're here live and live in color. Glad to see everyone that's here. We're going to have some latecomers and stragglers because I literally just put the schedule out probably within like a half hour ago, probably 20 minutes ago. But I'm glad that you all are here, no matter if you're just joining us now or if you're watching the replay of this live. I welcome you. Happy New Year to everyone. Yes, I know I'm late, but it's better to be late than to never show up. And we're here. Double salute to everyone that's in the live chat. Double salute to everyone that's going to participate in the comment section below. Come on in. I miss y'all. I feel like Varnell Hill. Y'all know Varnell Hill from Martin? Tommy Davidson played the character. His name was Varnell Hill. And he will always say, "Did you miss me?" That's how I feel. I feel like y'all missed me. But the only reason why I feel like that is because I actually miss y'all. I said all that to say I miss y'all. Miss y'all, man. A lot of great things that's going to be happening in 2026. I pray for peace and blessings in all of your lives in 2026. We have some things to talk about. Got a lot going on right now in boxing. Okay. But it's not happening today. We got some good fights coming up later on this month. Then we have next month. And I think the schedule stops right there. But before I move forward, y'all know me. I told y'all I miss y'all. So I got to make sure I show my face. Some people don't want to show their face. I show mine. I show mine. So I miss y'all. What's up? Everybody good? Who that in the chat? Geez, you know this going to be a lit show. We last minute with it, but Jesus here. Shout out to my man Rodney, man. Who else we got in the live chat? Who else? Thomas Hill. What's up, Tommy? Omega Red. What's good? All things. I love when all things come. He always come through. Miss Joette. What's up, Miss Joette? 2026. We here. Yo, I want to say something real quick because a lot of people have been asking me about the link and coming onto the platform. You know what I mean? As far as the panel, we got that popping again. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. So you already know. All you have to do is click the link. Come on up. Let's talk some boxing. Yeah, anybody. That's not just for men. We welcome women here as well. Come on through. Click the link. Come on through. Yeah, who that? Ghetto Fab 2? What's up? Good to see y'all. The viewership is increasing exponentially. Who that in the chat? Lucky? Salute to my guy Lucky. What's going on? Yo, let me fix this. Hold up. Let me fix this lighting real quick. I'm about sick of Clarissa. Hold on. I had to get the lighting fixed. I'm about sick of Clarissa. We're going to talk about boxing. We're going to talk about, like Shakur Stevenson. He's going to fight Teofimo. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. I just want to say this real quick. When is Pat Poose going to tell Clarissa to chill? That's one of the questions I really want to ask. I want to know that. I genuinely want to know the answer to that. When is Pat Poose going to tell his girl to chill? I mean, they walking on the red carpet together. They in the club dancing together. She cooking and scrambling eggs for him. They doing all this lovey-dovey stuff. When is that man going to tell his girlfriend to chill? Because Jamel Herring told her you don't have to respond to everything on social media. He told her that, gave her credit, told her to keep shining, gave her encouraging words, gave her words of affirmation, and it still was not good enough. Gave her words of encouragement, and it still was not good enough. When you have a person that don't even say thank you for encouraging me, or don't receive the words of encouragement or words of affirmation, and then they start throwing shots back at you, you know that there's something dysfunctional about that person. Now, I hate to talk like this because Clarissa Shields is a Black woman. And in the Black community, there's a culture that has plagued our community for over 60 years where you can't say anything bad about the Black woman. But look at what Clarissa is doing. She's warranting this. I'm not here to misjudge her, but we got to keep it real. First of all, let me start by saying this. And I said it before. You've heard me, all of you were here. I have done live videos. I've published regular videos on this channel. And I specifically said that there's something that Clarissa needs to remember. I think she keeps forgetting this, but there's something that she needs to remember. Now, before I continue, I usually tell you all to grab a plate and have a seat. I have some food that I want to serve you, some food for thought. And I'm going to say it now. I have some food that I want to serve you. Before I serve you the food, quick question. Can somebody, can somebody, I'm asking, it's 2026, you got to ask, can somebody give me one like? I don't ask for much. Thank you, all things, for telling people in the live chat to smash the like button. I don't ask for much. I promise you, I don't ask for much. Can somebody just smash the like button? Just one. I don't, just one. I'm asking. There's a reason why I'm telling people to smash the like button. It's not because I'm trying to compete with other content creators. Because you already know when it comes to boxing content, I give it to you raw and uncut, right? So I don't have to tell you who the competitors are and why that's not important. What's really important is that YouTube push the algorithm out as far as they allow the algorithm to be utilized by your likes. Because I want somebody to get this education and information. Mr. Finesse, what's going on, big dog? That's my guy right there. I want Clarissa. I really wish somebody, I believe that a lot of boxers have watched a piece of my content since I've been on YouTube, right? I believe that. I've heard that before by some boxers, but I believe that. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I really want Clarissa to hear my voice when I tell her this. I told her before about a phone booth and other videos, but she's not listening. She won't even listen to Jamel Herring. But I do want her to listen to me clearly. Clarissa, Papoose is still married. That's all I wanted to say. What y'all have to say about Papoose is still someone else's husband. Clarissa Shields needs to understand that. He's still married. Now, I don't know what's taking that man so long to sign the paperwork. I don't know. But according to his wife, Remy Ma, she said 9 months ago, y'all remember that he still didn't sign the paperwork. Then he comes back and do a live himself. Remember, I played the tape for y'all, for some of you that didn't watch it. And he told the world that his name is still on the utilities at the house. He said Remy Ma used his bank account to pay the utility bills. Remy Ma comes back, his wife, and say he still have clothes over here. And she actually showed she was live and she showed the video of his clothes packed in the corner. I'm just trying to figure out, when is Papoose going to divorce Remy? The only reason I care about it so much, because I really don't care, is because there's a professional boxer in Clarissa Shields who's losing focus. I told y'all I'm for the fighter. Y'all know I'm for the fighter. I'm pro fighter all day, twice on Sunday. Clarissa Shields has a fight coming up, right? Within a matter of what, like 4 or 5, 6 weeks or something? Yeah, within a month, she has a fight. Well, what, 5 weeks or something? Yeah, she has a fight coming up. She's more focused about what people are saying through social media to her and about her and Papoose than she is mentally in training camp. I mean, it's stupid if you ask me. It's foolish. God is not going to bless adultery. He's not going to do it. No matter how much you feel like you're in love, it's not going to happen. It's just not. Now, somebody might say, well, man, Jamarty, why are you bringing this over here? We didn't ask you to talk about your experiences. We came here to hear boxing. Well, let me tell you something. If there is an experience that I have, right, that's relative to what we talking about on this channel and is regarding boxing, oh, I'm going to speak on it. I'm definitely going to speak on it. And I have enough experience in my life to tell Papoose that the timing was wrong for him to be with Clarissa, because now it's dragged into a scandal at this point. What Papoose should have done is made sure that his divorce was finalized. Make sure the divorce is finalized, right? Close one chapter of your life before opening up a new chapter. That's all I'm saying. Not only that, Papoose also, that's the first thing he should have done. Second thing Papoose should have done is go through his healing process. Because now he's embroiled in this as well, even though he don't speak publicly on it. He's embroiled in all of this. He didn't go through his healing process. He jumped right out of a marriage, got separated, and now he's in a full-blown relationship. And I'm not saying that, jumping in and out of the bed with women is righteous, because it's not, as a man. But what I'm saying is, don't go diving all the way into a full-fledged relationship when you know you're still broken. Hurt people, right? But healed people heal people. Yeah. He didn't go through his healing process. He just didn't. Meaning that there's a process that a man goes through psychologically, right? You separate from your wife, right? And then, of course, divorce subsequently follows that. And then after the divorce is finalized, men, we have to go through a psychological process, then an emotional process, a financial process, because you got to make sure that you're making adjustments without the other income, right? Okay. You got to make sure you're making adjustments psychologically when you realize that there's another man that's with your woman or your former or ex-woman. There's another man around your child or children if you have a child involved, right? Or children involved. So it's a process. There's an emotional process, a sexual process, financial process, psychological process. And all four of those processes have one thing in common, that you have to look at the man in the mirror, because there's a grieving process that happens before you even go through those four processes. I'm trying to help somebody tonight. Somebody else probably need to hear this, but Pat Pooch definitely need to hear it. You're going to hear it tonight. Hear me and hear me clearly. There's a grieving process that everybody have to go through. And then after that, then you go through those four different processes, right? This is all a part of the healing process. See, when we go through a grieving process as humans, right? I'm talking about in an environment of relationship, we begin to point the finger and blame somebody else. Yeah, when we're grieving, it's always the other person's fault. We find different reasons of why we're divorced or why we broke up. It's the other person's fault. It's them. She did this, she did that, he did this, he did that. But when you're going through your evaluation process after you grieve, you look at the person in the mirror and you look at the ways that you can improve. You start identifying what part did you play in to cause this to be the outcome. I'm talking about personal development. And then once you go through that, then you're able to go through the four processes, come out of that, and now you're a whole person. You're not broken, right? I'm just keeping it 100. Listen, I'm telling you like it is. You ain't gonna find this nowhere else. That's why I'm glad you're here. Because you get all of this when you get the experienced manager Marty, you get it all. But that's what I'm trying to explain to Papoose. So he didn't go through, what timing did he have to be on his own, to live in his own house? To have to hear a key going into a door, opening the door and not hearing his child run to the door and say, Daddy. Hear a key going into a door, unlocking the door, opening the door, only to find out there's no food in the microwave waiting for him. There's not a woman there to wash his clothes, fold his laundry, give him extra support. See, that's a process when you come into your own space and got to sleep in the bed all by yourself. Yeah. When you're broken and you don't go through your healing process, it makes things 10 times harder. Why? Because you begin to act on your emotions that you feel through loneliness. Trying to help somebody tonight. I know I'm trying to help Papoose. Somebody better send him this. You ain't gonna find this nowhere else. Send him, if you know Pat from New York, send him this. Because when I see him, that's what I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him, control your suspect. Yo, tell your chick to chill, man. She's doing all of this. She's making you look bad, homie. You don't have no control over the situation. But you stepping outside like you the big dog. Yo, put a handle on that. The man can't even go on the Breakfast Club and do an interview where Charlemagne, DJ Envy, I don't know the other woman's name that's there, but the other young lady there, they can't even ask that man a question about Remy without Clarissa Shields jumping in head on and start answering questions about that man's wife. So now he goes out of a situation with Remy, and now he goes into a situation with Clarissa. And both of those women definitely have domineering personalities. Maybe that's what Papoose like. I don't, that's his business. But when you have a woman that you can't sit down and talk to and say, sweetheart, follow my leadership and knowledge, that's crazy work right there. That's bad money. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know if it's because Clarissa has a lot of money. I don't know if she feels entitled. I don't know. I don't know if it's because she got the veneers. That's why I'm about to give me a pair. Don't worry, within 2 years, I'm gonna get me a pair of veneers. Not because I want to build my confidence. I just want to make sure my grill is right. Okay, I gotta fix the grill, make sure the grill is right. But that's a joke. No, that's not the joke about the veneers. I mean that. But what I am saying, though, honestly speaking, is that Clarissa Shields is being arrogant. That's where I'm really getting at with that. And when you have somebody that's arrogant like Clarissa, it's hard for a man to like really check her and hold her accountable. I know it is. It's tough. But Papoose likes this environment. But the whole time he sits back. When the last time you heard Papoose go live and say anything about what his girl needs to do to stay focused in the gym? Because he's in the gym, right? With the focus mitts. He's giving her pad work. Now I don't know who qualified him to train her, but I get it. Support. I get it. Some people need a home plan. I get that too. But I'm just trying to figure out, when is Papoose going to tell Clarissa Shields to pipe down? Because guess what? Jamel Herring didn't earn that response from her. He didn't earn that. To me, it seemed like he was being genuine to me when I read his words, Jamel Herring's. It seemed like he was being genuine when he was trying to encourage Clarissa. And she spazzed out and snapped on that man. That's crazy. I get it though. But it's making Papoose look bad. It's making Clarissa Shields look bad. But because Clarissa is inexperienced, I mean, she's 30 years of age. She's a grown woman. So we're not going to sit here and make no excuses for her. But Papoose is mature enough. And when I say mature, let me be clear. I'm talking about with his experience level. He's coming out of a marriage. He's a father, right? Clarissa Shields has never been married, to my understanding. If she have, maybe I'm missing something. Clarissa Shields have not been married. Clarissa Shields is not a mother. She doesn't have any biological children. Now, if she has an adopted child that I don't know about, maybe somebody should inform me. But just those two facts alone goes to show you that she doesn't have the experience that Papoose have. Him being 47 years old and her being 30 years old, those dynamics should be automatic. But because they're both embroiled in a very dysfunctional environment, it's hard to make the right decisions. Martin Luther King Jr. has a quote. I love this quote. He said, "There's no right way of doing the wrong thing." Bottom line is, Papoose is still married. That's it. Papoose is still someone's husband legally. Nothing righteous is going to come out of this situation. I don't care how many times Clarissa say she want to get pregnant and have a baby. I don't know why she keeps saying that. If she signed a multi-million-dollar deal for multiple fights to be lined up for her, when are you going to have this baby, Clarissa? Papoose don't seem like he's interested in having another baby at 47 or 48 years of age. I'm just looking at the way he's moving from one man to another. That's all. She keeps trying to tell people, thank you, Mr. Finesse, her man. I seen a video, shout out to Lucky. Lucky sent me this video where Clarissa was, what was that on the stove? It looked like she was trying to fry macaroni and cheese. Let me stop. She was scrambling eggs, right? it looked like I don't know. It looked like she was trying to fry the macaroni and cheese. I don't know, but I think it was eggs, right? Yeah. I play too much. She was scrambling eggs or something, right? That's what it looked like to me. And a woman was asking about what Pat Poose liked to eat or something. I got to go back to the video. Anyway, she had the nerve to come out and said, "Don't worry about what my man like to eat. I know everything about what my man like to eat because I cook for Clarissa. Chill. He not just your man, Clarissa. That's Remy Ma's husband. That's the part you keep forgetting." But did we hear Pat Poose come out and say something back and respond? No. Only she's responding. And he's letting her. So the thing about Clarissa that she needs to understand, you can't try to use social media to get attention, right? Because we know that's why she used social media. She wants to get attention, and I understand, right? So there's a deep-rooted internal struggle that she has to deal with in her life. Maybe it's from trauma in her childhood. That's not my place. I'm not a professional. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that Clarissa can't use social media to want to get likes, attention, right? So that people can accept her being with Pat Poose when they out in public. She's always got the camera rolling. Somebody's always recording them at the opportune time, coincidentally, I guess, right? You can't use social media to get the likes and attention. And then all of a sudden, when somebody says something you don't like or you don't agree with, now you want to lash out on them. No, you can't have it both ways. All of that come with it. The criticism come with it when you jump on social media, especially as often as she does. And I get it. Maybe Clarissa's not used to getting this type of attention. I get it. Because her last boyfriend or fiance, nobody knew who he was. I mean, maybe people did, but I didn't see him being in all these videos on the ring apron in training camp, holding focus mitts, wearing snack shirts. She got Pat Poose wearing snack shirts. Dang. Woo-wee. Jab Queen, what's up, Jab Queen? How you doing? Happy New Year, sweetheart. Oh, she live right now? Ooh, Clarissa live right now? Man, she lucky I'm live. Cause I go on, y'all remember last time when she was live, I jumped in her comments section, right? And I asked her, why did she go to Victor Conti? And I'm still waiting for my answer on that. And speaking of Victor Conti, RIP to Victor, don't forget this, y'all. Clarissa Shields and Franchise Cruz, her opponent next month, they both is on Snack. I just wanted to put that out there because I think I seen my man P Flame here. Shout out to my man P Flame. I think I saw him in the live chat. But I just want to remind y'all, Clarissa Shields and her opponent, Franchise Cruz, right, is on Snack. Both of them. And don't forget, Franchise Cruz, 6 months before she went over to Victor Conti and the Snack program a few years ago, she tested positive for a banned substance. Some of y'all didn't even know that. Yeah, she did. Just like Alicia Baumgartner did. But I'm just saying, I believe Victor Conti left a secret potent stash behind. Yeah, he did. They both gonna be on Snack. Well, I ain't gonna predict. I'm not gonna predict that Cruz is going to be on Snack. She has been on Snack for a couple of fights now, including after she beat Shadeja Green, which was a very controversial decision. But they both are on Snack. I believe Clarissa's still going to be on Snack after Victor died. I don't know if Cruz is going to be, but I will say that they both have a history with Victor Conti and Snack and the Snack program, and both of their performances have been enhanced. Just want to put that out there. So we're going to revisit all of this as time progresses and the fight date get closer for both of them. But I just want to let y'all know that. Just wanted to put that out there real quick. But anyway, I went on Clarissa Shields live one day. I didn't even know she was. Yo, here's the thing. I didn't even know Clarissa had a YouTube channel at all. She was just in my feed one night. I said, "Oh, dang, Clarissa got a she got a YouTube channel." And it was it was like 2 weeks, maybe a few weeks, maybe a week and a half later, or 2 weeks after I posted a video about her being with Snack. That's when she first contacted Victor Conti, right? Some of y'all remember this. And guess what? I went right on her live, right on the spot, right in her live chat. I still have the screenshot. It's gonna take me a while to find it because it's in my phone. But the point is, I went in there and I asked her, "Yo, you going back and forth with Layla Ali, telling everybody that you're the greatest woman of all time and you're the GWOAT. What you call Victor Conti for? You had all of those accomplishments and those belts before you went to Snack. So I'm trying to figure out, what did you go over there for?" It's the same question that I've been asking all of them. I've asked Shakur Stevenson as well. In fact, Shakur Stevenson has a fight coming up at the end of this month on the 31st. And then I told y'all I'm going to be there. I see y'all watching, the ones that's watching. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to be at the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight with 10 armed security guards. Run up on me if you want to. Where's Lucky when you need him? 10 armed security guards is going to be right there with me every step I make. Yeah, I'm going right to the Shakur fight in New York. Steve, what's up, Steve Mega? Yeah, I'm going to be there. 10 armed security guards. Pull up if you want. Pull up on me. Pull up on me and see what happens. Yeah. No, I'm only saying that because, I got people that been hitting me up for a couple of weeks now, asking me if I'm going to the show, if I'm going to the fight, Terrence Crawford going to be, this is what one of my homies said. He said, "You going to the Shakur fight? Terrence Crawford going to be there. And if Terrence Crawford see you, he going to approach you and he's going to put you in your place for all the videos you've done on him." That's what I was told. Homie of mine's. He said, "You might need security." What I'm going to need security for? It's a boxing event, right? I'm not in the ring fighting, right? Why would Terrence Crawford have a problem with me? People just speculating. I mean, think about it like this. Clarissa Shields, snack fighter. Terrence Crawford, snack fighter. Shakur Stevenson, snack fighter. Caleb Plant, snack fighter. Louis Ortiz Jr., snack fighter. Y'all want me to continue? Okay, good. I will. Virgil Ortiz Jr., snack fighter. Bam Bam Rodriguez, snack fighter. I mean, y'all want me to continue? Because the list goes. Devin Haney, snack fighter. You know what all of them have in common besides being snack fighters? Every time I put their name in a thumbnail or a title about snack, they never respond to me. All of them. Bill Haney was on that show, the World Star Boxing. That's what it's called. I forgot. The guy that allowed me on his platform. He's from the UK. Y'all remember, some of y'all remember this guy. He allowed me on his panel. And then the next day, after I was giving them information and knowledge on how testing worked, for some reason, he wanted to let me know that he was so cool with Rachel Donier. And all of a sudden, the next day, he throws all these shots at me and do a live. He took it down, y'all. I screenshotted the thumbnail. I still have the thumbnail where he put my face on a woman's body and he started throwing shots at me. Yeah, the guy, I did nothing wrong to the guy. I don't know what that was about, but the point that I'm really driving home is I was on the platform, right? Go on my channel. I put the video I'm talking about. Y'all remember this. Some of y'all were here when I published the video. Bill Haney was on his platform on a live panel, right? I jumped on the panel when I heard that Bill Haney was there. I heard Bill Haney was on there, right? I jumped on the panel because I was just up there literally 2 days before that. And the guy told me to come back on his show. And so I did. Guess what? Bill Haney was like, anybody got a question, just ask me. Anybody got any more questions? If nobody got no more questions, I'm leaving. The host from the UK, I don't know his name, but his channel is World Star Boxing Knowledge, right? Something like that. He says, hold on, Bill. Bill, hold on. Don't leave yet. Hold on. We have one more question. He said, all right, shoot it. Tell me the question. He said, it's a guy named Manager Marty up here. Want to ask you something. And Bill Haney said, I ain't effing with Marty. I'm out of here. Bill Haney ran from me. I only wanted to ask him 2 questions. And one of them was about the SNAP program. And he ran off. I'm talking about Bill Haney, the one that jumps in front of everybody's cameras. Always have something to say. But when Manager Marty jumped on that platform, he ran. Sean Porter was a snack fighter. See, I've been going through this with these guys and ladies about snack for almost 3 years now. Nobody would answer my question. What did y'all go over there for? Now, I did ask Terrence Crawford's homie, LC. Some of y'all remember, I like LC. He's a good guy. I like LC. He came up here several times on my panel and we talked. I got videos of him. I published it already, right? Yeah. They won't say my name. If you notice, look at how much Shakur Stevenson respond on social media when somebody says something he don't like. Look how often Clarissa Shields jumps on social media when someone says something that she doesn't like. Even Terrence Crawford, if you say the right thing to him, he will jump out on you on social media and respond. But when it comes to Manager Marty, when it comes to the snack questions and Victor Conti and their association with him, they won't respond. And that's okay. It's all good. Speaking of Shakur Stevenson, he's fighting Teofimo Lopez January 31st in Manhattan, Times Square, Madison Square Garden. People are telling me that they're going for Teofimo Lopez because they said Teofimo is going to knock Shakur out. This is some people have told me that personally. They believe not only that Teo is going to win, but he is going to knock Shakur out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Tell you this right now. Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion and observation, he's not knocking Shakur Stevenson out. It's not going to happen. Shakur Stevenson is more skillful than Teo. I'm not giving a prediction today. I'm just saying Teo ain't doing none of that to no Shakur Stevenson. I'm not going to give a prediction. Not today. But Teo not knocking no Shakur Stevenson out. Shakur Stevenson is too technically sound for Teofimo Lopez. He just is. I'm not saying that Teo's not going to win. I'm not giving a prediction today. I'm just saying that Teo is not going to run through no Shakur. That's not going to happen. But then again, there's 2 things that you need to know. And 2 of them you already know for most of you. Teofimo Lopez, well, I'll hold that for now. Let's start with Shakur. Number 1, Shakur hands is messed up. So I don't know how much power he's going to be able to utilize to keep Teo away from him and off of him. I'm talking about honestly keep him off of him. Keep him honest, right? And number 2, Shakur Stevenson is with the snack program. We can't keep excluding these things in the keys to victory. Say what you want about Shakur. Bottom line is he can fight. Very decorated amateur. World champion. Caliber type fighter. Teo is not going to have an easy night with no Shakur Stevenson. Now I know Shakur is moving up in weight at 140, and I would love for the winner to start fighting tougher competition. Whoever wins this fight, we got um Gary Antoine Russell, right? He's out there at 140. Richardson hit. I always say his name wrong. Richard Richardson Richardson Hitchens, right? It's a couple of top level competition at 140. Yeah. So I would love for the winner to go ahead and fight one of those two. Ruben, what's up, Rube? Yeah, so you know, we'll see as time progresses. We're gonna talk more about that fight. I really would love for us to have a panel. The link is in the chat, by the way, if somebody want to join. But I'm talking about even if it's not tonight, later on. Let's do a panel discussion of that fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Keyshawn Davis is on that card. He's saying he's back and all this stuff, and all that sounds great. But Keyshawn is doing all this dancing around and doing backflips and all of that. He's fighting a guy that had multiple losses on his record. Okay. A guy who lost to Teofimo Lopez, Jermaine Ortiz, a guy who I believe, and it was a close fight, but I believe Jermaine Ortiz did enough to beat Teofimo in that fight. That's just my observation, my opinion. But he did not come out victorious in that fight. Teofimo Lopez did, but Keyshawn Davis is fighting Jermaine Ortiz on that same card. In fact, he was praising Turkey Alashiki so much, I thought Turkey was his promoter. But at the end of the day, Keyshawn is back. I don't want to hear Keyshawn Davis talk publicly, period. I don't want to hear him talk. I really don't. Until he does one thing, and that's go to Nair Albright and apologize to him face to face as a man. Because when Keyshawn went on camera and said, I apologize for everything, that wasn't a real apology. I did a live on that before, so I'm not going to rehash my live and what I said. Bottom line is, as a man, he needs to go and work that situation out and apologize to Nair Albright. We call him Woo over here in Philly in New Jersey because that's where he's from, Philly, but he lives in Jersey. He represents Jersey. But the point that I'm making is he needs to go face to face and apologize to that man. And I'm saying that I don't want to accept nothing he says publicly unless he makes it right with that man. I don't care if it's a press conference or a weigh-in. I don't want to hear him. In fact, not only that, but before he did what he did to Nair Albright the day before at the weigh-in, he was very unprofessional. So hopefully he did turn over a new leaf. Everybody deserves a second chance, right? And everybody deserves being forgiven, when they follow the right process and protocol to make things right and make amends. Because it was fake the last time he talked. That's the last time I really heard him, besides the new up and down jumping around he doing. But I'm glad he is back because I'm still pro fighter. But he needs to go make that right with Nair. But that's just my take on it. But he's going to be on the card. I think they got one more person on that card. Is Abdullah Mixon going to be on that card? I got to go back and let me do this real quick. I think somebody else. What was it? No, I think it was Shushu Carrington. Because every time Shushu or Abdullah Mason fight for top rank, they try to make sure it's on the same card as a Shakur or mainly a Keyshawn Davis card, to give them that exposure. I forgot who was on that card. Hold on. Do some research. Because I saw, yeah, I was right. It was Shushu. Yeah, thank you, Jab Queen. I literally just looked at it. Yeah, it was Shushu. Yeah, yeah, Shushu Carrington. He's also on that card. That's gonna be a good fight too. Yeah, the guy he's fighting, Carlos Castro, he's not nothing to sneeze at. I do think Shushu has more polished technical skills than him, but that's gonna be a good fight. And speaking of performance enhancement drugs, how come Big Baby Miller keep getting these extra fights? I mean, the man popped dirty and tested positive for multiple drugs on numerous occasions in different fights, and he keep getting these fights. I get it. He's from New York, so they got to sell the tickets. I get it. I understand the business. But the guy keep getting fights. I'm talking about Big Baby Jarrell Miller. Just keep he's on the undercard on that card. I mean, I'm pro fighter, but you just can't keep cheating all the time, man. Dang. Multiple times, different fights. But it was in the past, you know. He definitely looked different when he don't have the juice in him. He just looks different to me. His performance don't look enhanced. That's all I'm saying. The man just keep getting all these fights. But like I always tell y'all, and I told y'all this when I first started this channel, and I'm gonna tell you again now, good representation is priceless. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking anyway. I mean, don't take my word for it.